Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Lick of the Week. This time I bring you a little Steve Vai sweet picking lick, and along with a few other tapping ideas. Without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, let's take a little look at this lick. Before we begin, I must tell you that the whole idea of this, it's meant to be kind of like a blur of awesomeness. I've taken this from the Gemini distortion review, so if you want to go and do some digging, go and have a look at that. But this is where you can actually learn this lick for yourself. What we're going to start on, we're in the neck pickup position. We're going to do an A major arpeggio figure. It should sound like this. Sorry. Okay, now you're sweeping downwards through that. And let me show you what I'm doing. You're starting from the 12th on the A, and then you're going to hammer onto the 16th. And then you're going to sweep through the rest. You're not going to finish on the octave like I just did then. You're going to end on the 16th of the high E. So it should be. So keep your eye on that. I'll sweep through it again. You're flattening when you get to here. You are flattening, more or less, or barring in this case, your third finger. So. Okay? Right, we spent a bit of a while on that already. What you're going to do is you're going to slide your pinky up to the 19th. Okay, so that should sound like a B. Then you're going to upstroke on to the 16th again on the high E, so you should have this from the A major arpeggio. Okay. Now what you're going to do is sweep this position. It will be 16 on the E, 17th on the B, the 18th on the G, and then the 16th on the D. So it should be very common Steve Vai shape there. And then what you're going to do when you're on the 16th of D is you're going to slide up to the 9th on the D, and then you're going to repeat a very, very similar arpeggio shape, which is this. And that is 9 on the D, 11 on the G, 10 on the B, then 9 on the E, and then 12 on the E. Dead simple. Then you're going to slide up 2 frets with your pinky to the 14th, and then sweep back through the same pattern. So that's sorry. Then sweep back through it. So that's 11 on the E, 12 on the B, 13 on the G, and then 11 on the D. Very similar to down here. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to slide to the 6th on the D. Then you're going to repeat the whole shape, only you're not going to stagger it. Again, it's a very, very similar thing. So okay. So what you got there is 6 on the D, then 8 on the G, 7 on the B, 6 on the E, and then 9 on the E. Then you pull off. Then you slide back through the same shape again. So what you should have so far is So if you follow that, you should be doing very well. Now what you're going to do, now the hard work's mostly over for this lick, you can do a short, simple melody on the D string. It's just... You slide, pick again, then slide back down to the fourth on the D, rather. So, and then pick twice to end it. Now, the hard part's mostly over, time for a new adventure, and it's a tapping lick this time. What you're going to do is you're going to hammer onto the second fret of the B, and then the fourth fret of the B, and then with your tapping hand, with whatever finger you choose, you're going to hammer onto the 16th fret of the B, so you should have this. Very easy. Now what you're going to do is move your right hand onto the 14th of the B, so you should have this. And then once you're down here, your tapping hand should release. So. Sorry. Dead easy. Now what you're going to do is once your third finger is on here, that means you've got your tapping hand spare, and here's what you're going to do with it. You're going to hammer on to the 16th on the G, and then the whole cycle is going to start again, only on the G string this time. So what you should have is, and so for any of you attentive viewers out there, you'll find that that is exactly the same pattern we just did, and that's going to be carried from the B all the way to the D string. So you should have this. Where you should end after you've done that lick is the 16th of the D string. So you're going to have this note ringing out. Now what you're going to do, just to finish off the lick and round it off, is a quite almost Van Halen style tapping idea where this tapping hand effectively becomes a pick. So what you're going to be doing is, and here is where I'm going to allow you not to necessarily copy Steve Vai, but almost make something up as your own. That's how you make your own licks. You learn something and then twist it to make it yours. So what you're going to do is, with your third finger, you're going to hammer onto the 11th. Then you're going to change to your first on the 9th. That's the small part. Then you're going to slide up with your first finger up these frets. So you've got 9, 7, and 6, while still tapping with this hand. So you should. Dead easy. Then what you're going to do is, once you're here and still tapping with this one, you're going to use your second finger or your root finger on your fretting hand and go on to the 7th fret of the D. So you should have this so far. Okay. And then you're going to go back to the finger you were just on, which is the first. Slide up to the 4th. Then go onto your ring finger and then slide back up. So here's what it should sound like. You're going to slide there. Pull off. Pull off onto the 2nd of the D. I'm going a bit quick today, I do apologise, but this is what it should look like. Then you're going to move on to the A string, still pulling off, so it's, you're not tapping anymore, by the way, with this hand. So it's this hand's gone. Dead easy. What you're doing is you're pulling off from the fourth to the second on the D string, and then the same on the A string, and you're going to pull off to the open string when you're finished with that. So that's simple. Then where I end is I hammer on to the second of the A, slide to I think that's 7 on the A string, and then back to 4. Now, so that's the lick. So what I'll have slowly is something like this. I'm definitely going to screw up now, but change pickup. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy this lick. I do understand that I can appreciate that was kind of rushed a little bit. But the thing to do, and it's a great tip to learn, what I'm trying to get my subscribers to do is perfect the idea. Some people will be really good at it already, but it's to perfect the idea of watching what someone's doing and then figuring it out. Because quite often what I think I find is the problem with, say, tab, is that there's no sense of feel when you're just looking at numbers on a page or a computer screen for this matter. It's literally, if you can watch what someone's doing, you get the idea of what the feel is. And if you make a mistake on, say, a lick like this, you can twist it and make it your own, which is what I've been trying to encourage with a lot of the lick of the weeks I've been doing. But anyway, it's time to conclude, I think. Please like and subscribe if you're new around here. Check out my Lick of the Week playlist. See you later.